Let's do it.
Oh, shit. Fucking Monday. It's Monday Night Beers. Dude, do not adjust your dial. That is not Mike Burns. Burnsy is laying in the desert somewhere as far as last seen in Palm Springs with a full bottle of vodka up to his mouth. So, in lieu of Big Burnsy, we've got a fucking first ballot Hall of Famer, legend in the room. Last time we saw him was for Pop's big birthday bash. What is up, Greg Johnson?
What up, dudes? It's good to see you, man. Yeah. I'm just hanging out in New York City. Everything's still, no COVID, no nothing going on here. Everything's cool.
Yeah. Not using stuff for dead bodies that they don't traditionally use for dead bodies because there's so many of them, nothing like that.
Oh, none of that. Those times were long ago. COVID-19 is a distant memory here.
I'm negative, dude. Got my test results. I'm good to go.
Oh, yep. Gnarly is he's a tested man.
How did that go down?
Mouth swab at Dodger Stadium. Took about 37 minutes, the whole process. And then I got my results like the next day in an email. Real in and out situation.
They're rolling them in and out of Dodger Stadium for the swab test.
Sounds like a good time. How many people were there, Zach? Like, what was the scene like?
There's a lot. I think they're doing like 300 appointments for an hour. And I got there like 10 minutes before, and there's just like a line of cars. So then they open up the stadium and everyone just like funnels in. What takes the longest is putting everybody's name and appointment number on the car. So then you pretty much, as soon as they do that, you just keep driving. There's like, here's your bag with the claw. Watch the big ass TV, tells you how to do it. Throw it in a trash can, and that's it.
Longer or shorter than the line to the drive-through at In-N-Out?
Just about the same. Yeah, we're talking like 5 o'clock, just about the same. Like hanging out the edge.
Pop man, what happened, dude? What's going on?
What do you mean?
I just mean generally speaking.
Oh, I got nothing, man.
Did you get loose this weekend? You fucking do anything weird?
Yeah, I want to ask you guys, like, Pop, go ahead, but I want to ask you guys if you're socializing with other people in California.
We're just, just hanging out and going to the store with the mask on and drinking suds on the balcony and going a little bit bananas. And we are going, we're going camping on Wednesday. So, but it's in the middle of nowhere. So I think it'll be fun. We won't have to be around people.
Back to nature, huh?
Yeah, and we're just gonna drink and cook hot dogs or something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What?
And then
some kind of river involved?
Yeah, it's at the Kern River. Mm-hmm. And hopefully when we get back, all the problems are better.
Are you a strong swimmer?
No, I'm a terrible swimmer.
Oh.
I'm good at treading water, but I can't swim for shit. I'm like, I almost drowned a couple times when I was a kid.
Damn, what about after 11 IPAs in a swift current?
Well, then I'm Michael Phelps. I'm doing 50-meter butterfly at world record pace.
You're the Torpedo. Do you remember Torpedo?
What's that?
It was some guy, he was an Olympic swimmer from Australia, right, Pop? And he was nicknamed the Torpedo. I think he predated Phelps. Phelps kind of stole his thunder. Pop's swimming style is a little more torpedo than it is Phelps, I think. I feel like I'm being gaslit out here in New York City. There's nobody wearing a mask. I biked to Coney Island today, and people are just out, not distancing. It's insane. And I wonder about getting an Airbnb upstate, and I wonder, is that going to be safe or clean? But then I'm out riding on Coney, and I'm like, well, it can't be any more dirty than that.
Yeah. I feel like the Airbnb deal is like, you just got to try to find one that you think is legit, and then maybe still just do a little wipe down when you arrive, pop the windows and fucking.
Just wipe some shit down. Yeah, where I'm at now, nobody's wearing masks. I had some teenage girls today. I walked to the store and they made fun of me for wearing a mask.
Oh, nice. The liberal bubble has popped.
Yeah, so luckily I'm not a pervert, so I don't even care. But
damn, I can't believe Pop Man got fucked with at the store. Wow.
One of the one of the staples of living in any city is having kids make fun of you. So it's fine.
I would now ask you to tell the story about the coffee, just because we're here now.
Oh, like so. Back when I lived in Hollywood, well, I was coming back from I had one bag of groceries and I had got a coffee, and this little girl came up to me and she goes, "Excuse you, bitch," and she just knocks the coffee out of my hand, and then and I go, "What are you doing?" And then I can't even remember what am I talking
Well, my
about?
favorite part is when you get home and you're gonna make coffee, but then you fucking.
Oh yeah. So I go. So the coffee went all over me, and I can't like yell at her because she's just a kid. And I go back to the coffee pot at home, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I can't make coffee because if I make coffee, she wins. And so, but then if I don't make coffee, she wins. So I was just like, and yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Dude, Rob Lobster 43, Rob Sacuso, he wants to know. You have $5. The ice cream truck pulls up. What are you going with?
Dude, the ice cream truck here in Brooklyn has not stopped. Every single day it comes by. Every single day. And I've been in my apartment since March, and every day you hear the tune, which is like, that can't be sanctioned by the city. You know, that can't be good. I don't know. I guess I get like a chocolate dip cone, but that's pre-COVID time. I don't know.
But
that's what I get.
the problem is you got $5, but you don't know what costs what, because a lot of times Mr. Softy ain't got the fucking prices on there.
Son of a bitch.
That's totally true.
I'm going drumstick, Italian ice,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe one of those chocolate or strawberry shortcake bars.
Those are great.
Yeah, I probably do the chocolate eclair version of that strawberry shortcake bar, or because it's the truck, go with one of those insane bomb pops that you don't see anywhere else.
Sour cherry bomb pop, dude.
You remember the foot on a stick, and then the toe was a piece of bubble gum?
Yeah, never had it.
Oh, you never had it?
Now,
It's good, man. Then you eat that, then you get the bubble gum, and you go play some basketball or something.
foot on a stick, dude. That's the gum and the ice cream. That don't jive, man. You gotta fucking. It's one or the other, dude.
Oh, okay.
I would always swallow it. The gum and the ice cream, I just eat it. Fucking stupid.
Crushed
And
it.
I'll do like a strawberry shortcake, sour cherry bomb pop, an airhead, and then a fart bomb if they got them, which they should.
A fart
Little
bomb.
foil fart bombs, you know, you squeeze them, they'd pop up and go, "Pop," and just smell like shit.
Oh. So that's a toy?
Yeah, dude, our ice cream man would just have like an assortment of like different like kinds of like shit to fuck with.
Yeah.
And then he also sold like smoke bombs and what are they're smaller than an M80, but he had those on deck too. He was a cool guy. We threw water balloons at his truck one time. It was great.
Got to diversify the portfolio out there in the ice cream truck, dude.
Yeah, those fart bombs though, it was like a silver bag and it had like jeans on it, like jean shorts. And then the ass part was just cut out with like wind being blown, like drawn.
Oh,
Great.
All right. All right.
Not
Has
bad.
anyone else here ever heard of this item or seen it?
No.
No. No.
You might create. Wasn't there a Flintstones ice cream item?
It was a push pop, I think.
Oh yeah, push
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Those are good too.
And then what was
Let's-
the one that was like? It was like chocolate, and then was it Flintstones? I can't remember. Forgive me.
Alex hates this. Would like to know. He just says the NBA playoffs. When is that kicking off? When do they start the 8-game season that leads to the playoffs down in Orlando? Do we know?
Yeah, I don't know if
Greg, go ahead,
I'm
man. Are the
so
Celtics in?
Oh, the Celtics are going to be NBA champions, bro. Listen
Hell
up.
no.
They announced it was coming back July 31st. Now they're switching it to July 30th. There's a
Ooh.
little bump right now because Kyrie Irving, Dwight Howard, and some other players say they might not want to play, mainly because of social justice issues that are happening. Now, I watched a great clip before I hopped on with you guys that was Stephen A. Smith talking about how
Impossible.
you can't not go to work just because of social justice issues. Stephen A. was absolutely dishing it. You guys got to check it out because him and Charles Barkley say this would be a big mistake if the players don't play. They're leaving billions of dollars on the table.
Well, Greg, and to quote Kevin Garnett as it relates to the NBA playoffs, anything is possible.
That's what's up. I want to see the 2020 NBA championship Celtics lift the trophy of the last day of the season, and Taco Fall, the 7'7" player, he's gonna give an anything is possible when they win. Taco Fall, Google him. He's the best. He's developing his 3-pointer.
What's the deal? Is it like is each team staying at a different Disney resort? Like a different hotel? It's like a.
I don't
No
exactly
idea.
know, but they are maintaining a bubble.
Mm-hmm. But baseball's never coming back. Those fools are so far apart, right?
They're definitely keeping a bubble. I don't.
Yeah, I saw Ken Rosenthal, is that his name? No, who's the other guy? Buster. He tweeted some shit where he talked to an agent, and they're like, they're really going to burn it down, huh? And he's like, yep. Like, they're just really, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, it seems like the Players Association and the league are not buds at all. And oddly enough to say bud, it's weird to me that there's a new baseball commissioner who sucks maybe as bad as the last one or is worse.
Is that really all him? Or is it a combination of the owners, too, just being greedy as fuck?
I mean, I'm sure it's the owners too, but you'd hope that the commissioner could he's supposed to be in there with the iron, man. He's supposed to be at the goddamn dry cleaner getting this straightened out.
I could use a year off, but now it's fucking up my soccer because the guys that own Liverpool own the Red Sox, and they're not spending any fucking money, and it's very annoying. We practically had a player be like, I want to play for you guys, like, without a doubt. And we're like, no, we don't want to do that. And he's begging for us, and we're like, no, we're fine. You go to our rival. And our rival just bought him for like 50 mil because we don't have any fucking money now. Champions of Europe with no money. It's great.
Dude, Gnarly played a little social distance soccer this weekend, dude, and then you sent me the shot of you with the fucking Theragun on your calf, dude.
I went to take my cleats off. Well, I had to use cleats because the ones I brought just blew up while I was playing. Because they've been in my trunk for like 4 years, and I think the heat just fucked up the glue. But, yeah, I almost died. My chest hurt really bad. My buddy was thrown up against a fence. It was a good hang.
Yeah.
Wait, is it possible to play soccer and socially distance?
Oh, yeah, 100%. We're all out of shape. Everyone's just playing long balls, just tired as shit. But no, everybody I've been playing with, we've all been tested, baby. And we're in Santa Fe Springs, where also they don't give a fuck either. Like, there's a lot of people at that park.
VIP on Swole would like to know, what is the best snack cracker? I'm going Sociables, chicken and a biscuit. Fuck with the saltine.
Wheat Thins, Ritz. I think Ritz crackers are the best.
There you go, Pop. Right there. Boom. Yeah.
I'm all about it, GJ.
Dude,
Damn.
I bought a box of 18 sleeves, and they're almost gone. I pull out one of these sleeves, I'm like a wood chipper. And it's like,
Also, Ritz crackers with peanut butter is the best cracker snack, but Wheat Thins can work with some cheese. Triscuits can work. I'm not trying to.
Triscuits now, they have like 18 flavors. There's like fucking rosemary and hibiscus and fucking.
yeah, they have prime rib Triscuits.
No.
No, they don't. But they have stuff that's similar.
Dude, what are you just going straight Ritz? No added. Just
Dude, I do Ritz raw. I do Ritz with peanut butter, almond butter, regular butter. I do Ritz with a whipped cream cheese from a company called Philadelphia Cream Cheese.
sure.
That's a good snack. Pop, come on, you got to get behind that snack. Pop.
That's fine, yeah. Also underrated. I don't know if this counts as a cracker, but Nilla wafers is an underrated snack.
Cookie.
That's a cookie, isn't it?
Well, it's a cookie, it's a cracker, but I'm just saying it comes similar in style to the Ritz and all that shit. And you put in ice cream.
I'll go after that fucking whipped cream cheese with some of those thin pretzel chips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
I like the Kraft clubs. You ever have those?
Club cracker.
Those are dope. Nice and buttery. That's good with like some salami, some cheese.
It's almost like a little more savory Ritz.
Yeah, you can smash those, dude. They come in that fucked up bag, and right when you open it, it just rips right down the middle, and you gotta eat them all.
Dude, I'm trying to pull Johnson in by saying it's a little more savory Ritz. Maybe give it a try sometime. See if it, you know.
I'll check it out for sure.
Damn.
Cheese it, of course. That's a cracker, right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Cheez-Its
That's a
is
cracker.
definitely a cracker.
That's a legit. I accidentally came into a box of they're called like giant Cheez-Its, where they're like each one's like that big. Yeah, it's too much.
They're
don't know
like cubes. Cheez-It cubes.
Combos is a good. Oh, sorry, good.
No. Let's do it. Combos. You know, I miss.
Combos rock.
They used to have combos with mustard for a hot minute. Those were fucking dope, but you don't know what you got till it's gone. You know,
Pizza one's good. Pizza combos.
pizza combo.
Don't know what you got.
Yeah.
Till it's gone.
They paved the combos factory and put up a parking lot.
Oh yeah. You know, I feel like we gotta touch on all these, but this I think was a question by someone thinking that Burns would be here. It's a person named Corned Beef Party Freak, who would like.
Oh
to
no, that's my nephew. That's my nephew.
Corned Beef Party Freak, who is Greg Johnson, his uncle. You're 69 420 Metallica, are you not?
Yeah, Boulevard. Metallica
Boulevard.
69420 Metallica Boulevard at gmail.com.
Who had a bigger donger, Milton Berle or Huey Lewis? I don't know anything about that.
Whoa!
assume-
Oh, what kind of a question is that? And it's Milton Berle.
It's got to be Milton. Well, didn't Milton Berle have like a foot-long dong or something? Isn't that his whole gimmick?
Was it his
Oh,
gimmick?
it's Milton Berle. Who are these guys? I'm Googling them right now.
Milton
Uncle
Berle's.
I need
is
to put
an
a face to it.
Milton Berle's an old-timey like vaudeville, like early '50s TV comic. Huey Lewis is.
Gnarly, you know who Huey Lewis is, dude.
Dude, I try to look up fucking my shit's on and Mozilla's in incognito. So if I type in anything, nothing pops up search wise. I have to make sure I spell everything. That's fucking stupid.
Wait, can I just say one thing real quick? I don't know that the NBA is going to go back because I don't know if the NBA, baseball, or football can possibly play without the players all contracting COVID.
Well,
I
I
just
think.
wanted to say that. But sorry, go on. I'm not good on the flow of these Zoom conversations.
Come on.
Clearly.
That's why we brought you in, dude. To break it up.
Soccer's running it fine right now. England's going to start up, and they've had 2 players on 2 different teams test positive out of everybody. And they're doing the same shit where everyone's under strict, like, you got to stay fucking home, only work out here, and like these designated. But I don't know, man. It's weird.
To me, though,
I hope they don't have
football
football. I don't want football. I just hope
football
they don't.
might be at a disadvantage just because it's not supposed to start for a couple months. And the way everyone's behaving right now, it might be too fucked to do it by then. You know what I mean? Like the NBA could maybe sneak by if they get it popping. But much longer, I don't know if it's not going to be another fucking big wave. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, well, football's has the most interpersonal contact. Well, basketball too. Baseball
And full
doesn't have
penetration.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, I would like to watch sports, but I get why players don't want to get into it.
Soccer, though, with no crowd and just crowd noise pumped in, can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Literally
GJ.
can't tell the difference.
Oh,
Speaking of full pen, dude, your boy Edge in his second match back tore his fucking triceps, dude. It's a little juice situation.
is GJ frozen up?
Greg, he dead.
There, he back.
Okay.
He back.
He's-
I'm back. I'm sorry about that, guys. I have a weird connection.
Mm.
The other thing I wanted to say about sports, and then I'll get off it, is last night I watched the documentary on the 98 MLB home run race, and it was all the music was by Jeff Tweedy, so it basically sounded like Uncle Tupelo outtakes set to highlights.
Damn.
Was it
You
good,
gotta
though?
check it out,
It
dude.
was all. Are you serious? It was all by Jeff Tweedy.
Music
Nice.
by Jeff Tweedy. I was like, oh man, Pop's gonna love this time.
1998. Me was like, Hell yeah, dude, we'll go. Being there. Sammy
Dude.
Sosa, being there.
When did Sosa's bat break and the court came out? That was the season after, right? They didn't cover that.
That was early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
I do remember that shit though.
I went to a Mark McGuire game during that year when he came to Dodger Stadium. It was the only time I sat in left field that young. And I remember we got there right at batting practice, and my dad hated baseball, and he was like, "This is fucking whack." Like the game was to start for like 2 more fucking hours. Like Jesus, he didn't hit a home run that day.
What was the scene in left field, dude? Were the people mixing it up?
Yeah, but then I remember people around us too being really restless and be like, "If McGuire doesn't fucking hit one out, dude, I paid like $80 for these tickets. Like, there's gonna be problems."
I remember in '98 going to Tiger Stadium, sitting in the bleachers for the Cardinals playing the Tigers.
You ever catch a ball?
No, you know what's funny? I've almost caught a few balls. Can I tell a quick story?
That's what we're doing, baby.
So this is like 99 maybe, before like the year before they ever to the stadium. Like the Tigers suck. So a lot of times midsummer the stadium was empty. And I went into the left field bleachers upper deck where there was nobody. I sat there, and then John Jaha on the Brewers hit a ball. I'm seeing it coming. Like I'm the only person in the left field upper deck. Like I'm finally getting a fucking ball. I'm so pumped up. It goes like 3 rows behind me, hits a chair, and then bounces back onto the fucking field. I was so mad.
Dude, did they zero in on you on the broadcast? And fucking
So when I watched the news, you could see me like be like,
Was it the lead story on the news?
oh yeah, it was the top story. So I almost.
Damn. What about you guys? Have you ever caught a ball?
Yeah, I caught one.
What
I didn't catch it. It ripped my hat. Dodger Stadium, Loge with Abe. It was James Loney's last ball hit as a Dodger.
James Loney, forgot about him.
I had this same hat. I've had like 3 of these, but I was wearing it to the game, and it came in hot, and I took it off, and it broke the hat. Like the bill just ripped off, and the ball was just stuck in the cap of it.
You got it in the safe deposit box now, or what?
Oh no, I think I like was throwing it at shit or something. So that ball's gone.
GJ?
I caught Mark McGuire's 68 and 69. and I also, even though I'm a big Mets fan, obviously, I caught Roger Maris's 61st. That was pretty big. No, I've never actually caught a ball, but one time at Fenway Park, I went to the restroom, and when I came back, my friends were like, "A ball just hit your seat."
I guess this is as good a time as any to admit that I'm Bartman.
Damn. When was that?
Hence the beard. I've been hiding out all this time. They think I'm in Florida.
I hope he's doing okay. Is that guy dead yet? He's not dead yet, right?
He's probably working in a call center in like Sarasota somewhere, and he's like, "I'm Fleeve Cartman, and I love the Bears." I don't know.
Dude, I know we're kind of worked past this topic, but I sent it to Gnarly, but did anyone else see the photo of Kid Rock's bar in fucking Nashville this weekend?
No.
Oh my
Lit.
God, it was
Lit.
fucking loaded, dude. It was so loaded.
No way.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, dude.
Kid Rock was born free, man.
Oh my God, what a joke.
A few years back, I did a gig in Nashville, and so I hung out on Nashville Row for like a night. And some of the bars are pretty cool. Like I like old country music, but I hate like obviously Kid Rock and his venue fucking sucked ass. So you just kind of bop over till I found a place that served fried bologna sandwiches and.
What else do you need? I mean,
Yeah.
Did you play that Zanies in Nashville?
No, I just played some random one-nighter. It was for Brooklyn Lager was doing a gig. I flew in for a one-nighter. And then I got some like Motel 6 room, and then I was walking back after the show. There's a Deja Vu there, and there's like a Rumble of drunk guys fighting in the parking lot. And
Yes.
so I just stood on like the side and watched these guys fight outside of a strip club. I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I went back and drank like a couple of
Wait, what was that in fucking Michigan at Joey's Livonia when the dude at the motel like tried to fucking rise up on you?
Which guy?
You were like outside of your room, like maybe by the
Oh, yeah. Is
Come on, give it to us. Give it to us.
wait, what was the? I can't remember the specifics of that story. Remind me.
Like I feel like some dude, like it looked like he was maybe going to try to fucking make a move on you. It was like late at night after the show, and you had to,
Oh yeah, it was definitely at Joey's. And I went back and I was having one more beer, and I'm at the hotel where you can't smoke. So I went outside to smoke, and I forget what happened, but he was definitely like a crankhead, and he was trying to fuck with me, and I just kind of yelled at him, and then I went back inside, and it was.
well,
I hate Joey's Livonia,
I don't think it's there anymore.
the worst club in the history, and they still owe me $300.
Well, good luck, dude. They were paying features with gift cards there for a little while, so I don't think
Oh my god.
there may not be a. Oh, Power Moves podcast says, "Why is Burns so hot?" This is a question that's legitimately been
I
asked.
feel like that was Bernsey in Palm Springs with a little too much vodka in them.
I'm hot. I
Damn.
make pickles.
I'm interested to see. Yeah, Burns is going to come back. He did a distance. I think he kind of did what you're talking about trying to do, Greg. He tried to go out into the desert by himself.
He told me he was the only one booked on that hotel, and that was last Wednesday. I'm like, yeah, it's about to change though. He's like, no, we're gonna be the only ones there. I'm like, that's not how hotels work in Palm Springs on the weekend. There's gonna be people there, dude.
Yeah. Well, time will tell, man. But Bob,
We're all gonna die.
that's what we came by to tell everyone.
I'm fine with that. As long as
Dan Wilkin wants to know if any of Jesse Pop's stand-up jokes were about one of you in the group, perhaps someone who owns their own pool cue.
Well, I have the dubious distinction of having hosted two separate Jesse Pop album recordings, I believe.
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And
You
so I just want to say that, that's those are like stripes that I wear like a badge of honor. That I was involved in two of your great stand-up comedy albums.
Oddly enough, this Friday, the new Jesse Pop record entitled "Don't Even Worry About It" drops. You can pre-order it right now on Google Play, Amazon, iTunes, and fucking A, man.
And look not only are your stand-up records just phenomenal, like top-notch, A+, but we're living in a time now where I don't know how soon stand-up comedy is going to return in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So there's even more value put on excellent stand-up comedy.
Let's
like
hope.
the humor of Jesse Pop. For real. that is true. And it's stuff that's going to appreciate, over the next year or five.
And this comes from a guy who's been number one on iTunes. Greg Johnson vouching number one on iTunes.
Yes, Pop.
But I don't think I don't have any bits about you guys. I don't make fun of cool guys.
Uh-oh. Getting a little heartfelt now.
I just make fun of jerks and bozos, or myself. I'm just trying to hang out, man. Do I have any jokes about? I don't think so. Do I?
Who you asking?
I
can't remember any of my bits. Once I do them, I don't remember.
One and done, huh?
To sign off from this Zoom, we're going to be like, yeah.
Uh-oh. I think she's ready to dial up.
You got a little choppy.
Chopping. Oh, no, he's frozen again.
God damn, dude.
So I know gyms have reopened here in LA. Are the bar? Can you go to a bar now or not yet?
Like I tell everyone I work with, the Roost is open. The Roost 100% is open. You could probably drink in there.
Oh no, we lost GJ completely.
No.
He's back.
He's back. Say it again.
Oh, okay. What I was saying was shit. What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop, it would be funny if we signed off of Zoom and you were like, oh, I forgot to tell Greg I have a 10-minute chunk about his terrible personality on my new album.
I was like, I used to live next door to this stupid ass motherfucker from Massachusetts.
Oh.
And he'd be like, oh, I'm from Massachusetts. Fuck this guy. The crowd's like going crazy.
Damn. Pop man, you did your presents in Boston. That's where you shot that, right?
Yes.
You got love for Beantown.
Oh, well, we'll see. Beantown's fine. That crowd was a little weird. But
I was there. They were a little weird, but I heard you killed, and I was
Yeah.
there.
And they did stop recording because I accidentally got water on my shirt.
See, that was beautiful, dude, because I'm in the crowd, right? And the guy, the producer or the director, whatever, comes over and goes, Jesse, we've got a little technical issue. We're going to have to stop for a minute. And Pop Man's like, what? And then I see them walk you up these stairs, and you don't go completely out of view. And what had really happened was he had got a little water on his shirt from his water bottle, and they decided to stop because of that. So I see him having his shirt removed just off stage, and they're like blowing it, drying it out, and you're going like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like I'm in the middle of a bit. I took a sip from I guess it got on my shirt, and the God Mike guy was like, stop. And they whisk me away like I'm the president, and there's a bomb in the building, and they're telling me to take off my shirt, and I'm now like, what's going on? And they go, you got water on your shirt. And I'm going, who gives a shit? Like, what? Like, well, let me go back out. And yeah, they ironed it, and I came back, and it ruined the whole bit, but whatever.
Dude, it didn't ruin anything. That special's awesome. I gotta say, isn't it weird, like how weird stand-up comedy, like the industry works, where you can do stand-up in New York 1,000 times and get amazing at it, and then Comedy Central swoops in and they take you to the fucking Roxy in Boston for like 1,500 people, a crowd like you've never even seen before, because it's just 1,500 people. Like, who knows? They're coming from God knows where. They've never seen stand-up before. They're there for a TV taping. It's you and another taping. It's not just your taping. It's just very unnatural. And then on top of all that, they'll swoop in, interrupt your set because you got water on your shirt.
It's sort of like performing in a laboratory where like you're used to doing clubs and bars and whatever, and then you're on this stage and then there's cameras swooping around and people yelling at you, and you're like, what? And people who like just answered an ad in the crowd. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
But it's also the warm-up person will every time be like, if there's a pause, clap and laugh.
Yeah.
If you think it's a punchline, clap and laugh. So then the people are just like,
yeah. So there's times like you'll do a bit and you'll get an applause break, but it's the middle of the bit and you keep going and the crowd's like, no, we just clapped at this. What are you fucking doing, dude? And it's like, I don't understand what's going on.
And then even after all of that, when they look at the tape, they edit out parts of the jokes.
Yeah, and then they pipe in their own TV, man. Don't get me started on show business.
Didn't you, on your premium blend, didn't you have a bit that just like got completely cannibalized where it was like you just said like a line and they had just...
And then also I because when I did my Comedy Central thing, I had heard that when I purposefully left some bits out so they would have less to cut. And then I walked off stage and they said, like I had the Star Wars bit, they go, you got to go back out and do the Star Wars bit. And so I went back out and I did it.
That sounds like the end of Hoosiers. It's like, they're like, get back out there.
Because
nail the game winner. And you're like, coach, I got it.
I had purposefully cut a few bits in my head so they had less to edit. And I walked out there like, you got to go back and do the Star Wars bit. And then this is the bit they post online every once in a while. And then every fucking nerd on earth yells at me and tells me I should get hit by a bus and all this shit and whatever.
You gotta point these nerds out to me, Pop. I'll make fun of them for you, dude.
Wait, Jesse, did somebody on Twitter or something really tell you should get hit by a bus because you made fun of Star Wars?
No, yeah. If you go on like, they posted on Facebook, and I got a message one. I got an email one time from a guy, and he goes, I'm in Australia right now. And I'm watching you, and he goes, you're in a red shirt, and you're talking about like Johnny Cash and Star Wars and shit, and he goes, you're fucking terrible. And it was just like, okay, it's funny. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
it's amazing, you know, the individual who's like, I better reach out.
yeah. Like, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah.
Man, you mentioned Premium Blend. All of those old school and even newer school Comedy Central stand-up comedy showcases are just so fascinating for me to watch now because one of all the stuff we said where they pump in audience laughter and they edit it down to like 2-3 minute sets. And also because most of the stand-up has not aged very well.
Oh, no, yeah.
We can be honest. And now they have full channels. You know, I watch Pluto TV and all this stuff on Roku where they just run old Comedy Central specials 24/7. And it's like, some of it's like just really like, I have a fun time watching it. I find it compelling because people are like bombing and killing at the same time, you know? And like some of the hours, you listen for like 3 or 4 minutes and you're like, how is the audience going to laugh, screaming, laughing for the next 57 minutes? It makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, the jokes I did on Premium Blend were terrible, but I was like 2 years in, and I sent a VHS tape to Comedy Central, and they asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said
That
yes. I mean,
you shot in your basement.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like you fucking sent a tape from a club. So let the record show, dude, as bad as you think they were like, this motherfucker.
Dude, full stop, okay? This part of you guys' podcast, we're going to put this on YouTube. Jesse Pop right here, the most inspirational stand-up comedian of the 90s, got himself on network TV by sending in a VHS video of himself alone in his basement. Boom!
Yeah.
Booyah!
And my friends were holding a lamp against a bed sheet, and the bed sheet caught on fire, and then we cut that out. Whatever. Yeah.
You had a fire in a basement?
Yeah. Whatever. I did my awful 2002 jokes, but it still worked.
But
I didn't mean to knock your Premium Blend earlier. What happened when you went to New York and shot Premium Blend? Like, did anyone know that you were in your basement in your audition tape?
Well, the people who booked me, and then I did the set. Well, I remember being in the hotel, about to die from nervousness, and I drank a 6-pack of High Life and smoked a pack of cigarettes. And then I remember I was there standing backstage. I think I was on the same show as Hal Sparks, you know that guy? And he's kind of like being like, he's like this guy, hey, what's going on? And I'm just like, quit talking to me, dude. Quit talking.
How dare you? Do I know Hal Sparks? How dare you? Kid, I'm a huge Hal head over here.
And I just went out, I was like, I just don't want to shit my pants or die or anything. I did my set, it was fine. And then I
was
left.
This before or after Millionaire?
After.
Oh, wow, okay.
That was after my other TV disaster.
On Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So you were basically a savvy New York City TV vet by the time you did Premium Blend.
I was a vet at
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Do you think that being on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire inspired you to just go ahead and DIY your Comedy Central audition because you already were in, basically?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire inspired me to feel like a fucking loser.
You had already worked with Regis Philbin. Hal Sparks was next. You were fucking knocking him down, dude.
Yeah, was Regis cool, man? Does his breath smell?
Regis was cool. He was just kind of like an old.
How short is he?
He's real short. This is the thing about Regis. I've told Vince and Greg this story, but like, so I was on the show, and the show ended, so we're getting ready for the second show, and I'm at like $4,000 or something. We're waiting for the second show to start. We're standing in the wings, and Regis is going pop, 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 Jesse pop, 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 and in my head I'm going, will you shut the fuck up, dude? You are freaking me out right now. And and got onto the show, and he was just like, and he was a nice enough guy, but and before the show, the crew goes, if Regis seems like he's giving you a hint, he doesn't know anything. They go, don't believe if it seems like he's saying that he's not doing that. He doesn't know the answers to anything. And yeah, that's the story.
Hell yeah.
I blew my chance at $1 million. I should have won that too. But although if I'd won $1 million in 2001, I probably would be dead by now. So maybe for the best.
Hey, man. Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
You know? We've talked about if Pop was quarantining alone, what it might look like.
I would be Nikki Sixx. I'd be injecting Jack Daniels into my veins and Winston Lights.
He found a way to inject smoke. So, Greg, is this bike ride to Coney Island, has that been your biggest outing? Or have you been going out with any regularity?
You know, in the past 3 months, since March 13th, we've mostly been home. We started going out the last month with some regularity on walks and these bike rides, like I said, out in Coney Island. It's just that when I go outside, I have a certain amount of agita because you're always surrounded by people. You know, I don't know, actually, you guys haven't seen, I live on a busy street in Brooklyn, and it's kind of a shit show. So it's like very aggravating to me that no one distances and no one wears masks. It feels like unhealthy, but it also feels like, you know, it just makes my blood boil a little. So sometimes when given the option, going for a walk doesn't seem so enjoyable to me. But, you know, other times it's fine.
Do you still live in the same spot that you did back in the day, back when last time I was there, or do you just?
No, I live on a different, I live on like a busier street now. I live out kind of more towards Coney Island. And there's a lot of people outside. I mean, like most places in Brooklyn, you know, there's just so many people. And I hear different people saying different things about masks, but there's not a lot of masks in my neighborhood. And so it stresses me out to head out into the wild.
Here's a better question.
I work all day.
Go ahead, sorry, Gnarly.
I wear one at work all day, and everyone there is negative, but we still wear them. You know what I mean? That's why I get kind of aggravated if I'm out. It's like in Glendale too. Like no one's following this shit. Like no.
Oh yeah, no one's even trying.
Greg, here's a better question.
It just feels like you got to wear a mask to like stop the spread. I see moms wearing masks and their kids not. You know, and you're like, what? Or vice versa. It's weird. Vince, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I've seen the people, like two people walking who don't seem like they're probably quarantining together, and one's got a mask on and one doesn't, and I'm just like, I don't get it. But here's the question, really, Greg. When's the last time you had a sausage, egg, and cheese from the bodega? That'll give us a timeline.
Dude, it's been too long, man. We stopped doing any takeout whatsoever when this started. I mean, I just assumed when I first heard about COVID-19 that it would definitely be in all the stupid takeout that I get. Sure. We did one instance of takeout in the past 3 months, and we used to get takeout like twice a day.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think quarantine would have gone back in the Borum days when we were next door neighbors?
Well, I think that's a really good question. I mean, I feel like I was very, you know, I was kind of quarantined anyway back. Like my life back then in like 2009 or whatever that was very similar to my quarantine life now. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, I don't know, a lot of drinking and stuff like that. We would have watched a lot of TV, but that's how I envisioned those days. And
you just would have been like drinking Tall Boys and watching Jim Rome and Cops or something.
I feel like that Borum apartment exposed us to everything right up to COVID, if not maybe an early form of COVID. So who knows, dude? Who fucking knows? Gnarly,
Bushwick is brutal.
Gnarly, you doing a whole pint of vodka?
Yeah. The mason jars get too sweaty. This just feels better.
Right on. Shit, man. Any other thoughts? Any other ideas that need to be shared here? What are you drinking, Greg?
I feel like this might bum Jesse Pop out what I'm drinking, but I want to show it to you guys anyway. It's a peach ginger recess.
Oh.
Zach, do you know what this is?
No, but it looks gross. This is the name. I'm putting in chocolate peanut butter.
It looks gross?
Yeah, it says recess. That color, like it just bummed me out. Like taste wise.
No, dude, it's a sparkling water infused with hemp extract.
What?
Peach ginger, bro.
Oh,
damn.
low cal.
Yeah,
I've been on
slow down.
the Waterloo Summerberry.
Waterloo Summerberry is not gross, apparently.
It's a good time. I'm out of them. It's my last one.
Well, you got to hope, man. Every Monday we're up against Words of Merkin on Instagram, so we got to try to fucking come with something. You know what I mean?
Dude, I can't believe all the online comedy shows and even comedy clubs that are trying to get back to business as usual. It's
Dude, I've seen a
hilarious.
couple comics post like full schedules through like October. I'm like, what is that?
They're like, I'm at the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like only a few tickets left. They're going fast.
Eight tickets available. Must wear a mask. This is like stand-up apartment. Johnson, you got to do another stand-up apartment.
We'll do stand-up apartment Zoom room. Okay, look for it soon.
Right now,
Kenny moved to Pittsburgh. He opened up his own club there, so we're gonna like get on chat.
as long as Greg Johnson's on it, anybody watches this, stand-up apartment is the best explanation of what stand-up is like that's ever been invented. The best web series of all time. I watch it all the time. I love it. I fucking love it.
Who would have thought the on the front lines of reopening would be the dankest, darkest, most unventilated basements in America?
Yeah, I follow this club that's in Oklahoma City, and they were claiming that they were going to take everyone's temperatures when they came in. I was like, how's that going to go? And they're like, oh, yeah, we're open. Like, come on out. Like, Ari Spears is here. It's like, who's, like, risking their life to go to the Josh Blue show?
Dude, Greg, what is that live cam that you watch of a bar?
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot. I'm glad you brought that up, Vince. You know, on my Roku, there's a travel channel that somehow has a live feed of a bar in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The bar is called the Dead Dog Saloon. And Vince, when you kindly today asked me to be here with you guys, and thank you again for sharing your audience with me, I thought for a second that maybe I couldn't make it because I have a friend. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I knew I was going to make this, but I have a friend who's there in South Carolina tonight, and he said, I'm going to eat dinner at the Dead Dog Saloon.
No.
It turns out it's postponed till tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, a friend of mine is going to be eating dinner at that saloon, so I'm going to be able to tune into the live feed and see someone I know. It's a very exciting moment for me.
Does he have a
Those
death
always
wish?
kill me when I see him. Every time I see you post that shit, it kills me. Especially like when there's a band going, you just see like one guy like shorts, flip flops.
For some reason, I'm so fascinated by live feeds, and this one's aimed at a stage. So sometimes there's like really weird music going on and really weird, just people dancing and stuff. And it's also kind of odd because South Carolina seemed to never really shut down because of COVID. And again, this COVID stuff just enrages me. Like, people are saying there's a second wave in the South now. It's like, no, that's still the first wave. Like,
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah. Damn.
But anyway, Dead Dog Saloon. Check it out on Roku. Check it out if you're in Myrtle Beach.
I can't believe you know someone and you're calling him a friend who's going to go there and have dinner. What the fuck?
That's cool, man.
It's pretty dumb. I'm just going to, turn in and say, oh, there he is, and then I guess that's it. But,
Big time.
whatever.
All
Dead
right.
Dog Saloon.
Which one of us is getting arrested? Where's that siren coming from?
That's a good question. Where was that siren? Was it
I
in
don't
the
know.
roost?
There's a stabbing pretty close to here. I saw on the Citizen app. Made me laugh. I was like, oh shit.
Gnarly's in the roost.
Ben. Missed that.
Oh, yeah. GJ?
Here in Brooklyn, we have ambulances and sirens all day.
I'm right by a hospice, so I get those a lot too.
Oh, hey.
Sucks.
Gentlemen, I think we did it.
All right.
Monday Night Beers. Thank you to Greg Johnson for turning up and filling in for Mikey
Oh,
Burns.
thank you guys.
GJ, you are the man of all time.
Thank you three very much. And big to Burns
Is
as
he
well.
busting?
Yeah. I hope to be back again soon. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And pre-order.
I'll be
Jeff-
headlining at Stand Up Apartment on YouTube this week. Look out
check
for
it
me.
out.
I'll be middling at Stand Up Apartment on YouTube. You guys are the best. This is the best podcast on the internet. I love you.
Peace out, baby.
Late.